Hello and welcome back to GRIME, or as he liked to be called, Grimy. Let's go back to where I died before. I died on a puzzle thing. And by a puzzle thing, I mean a navigational challenge. This game really turns into, like, demanding platforming challenges towards the end, and I'm into it. You get some cool platforming abilities in this game. It really makes it interesting. Oh, here's that horrible thing. Let's break this, so we can come back if we want. Oh, we made him mad. Okay. These guys will grab you. There we go. No problemo. Smash you. Get my guy back. Okay, so that was for a hunt point. Let's go spend said hunt point. Okay, so we've got one. We have options. The Leaper increases maximum stamina by 10%, and the Ravenous Rock increases ardor gained from all sources by 1. So if you really want to get your combo meter up faster, that's the ticket. We don't really care about that though. This could be useful though. Have an extra stamina. So we'll go with that. Alright, now where to? We want to go down. Oh, I can talk to these guys. That's right. This rockhead says, since the sky broke, siblings from rock awoke. Help the siblings out. Teach them to make art. Talk to the art collector again. Or art trader, rather. Trade him the lithic portrait. And next, we want to head to the right. I can see this guy in this window here. Oh, there he is. There we go. I desperately need that trait that increases your stamina regen. There you go, combo. These guys make it really easy to absorb them. They just run right at you. There we go. Now we have access to the boss of the area. And we only need like 900 more mass or something to be able to use the pillar slab. Okay, finish the prey hunt on the Mad Rock. Good. Pearl, nice. Can't complain. Ooh, a couple of these guys. Fuck. Oh my god! I didn't realize they could jump across. Spooky. Well, let's use the nails for the very first time. Okay. So I guess that's just a way to draw somebody. So yeah, it's definitely very minimal damage. But it works. Ooh, a lithic poem. Let's see. Words. What words? What are words? This poem, alright. I think that's the last one to get that final piece of armor. Very close. Speaking of very close, I think we're very, very close. I think we might have enough now to level up. We'll just see if there's any other guys to fight on the way back up. That we can see. Yay, 14. Okay. So the Mad Rock gives us, increases the absorb parry duration by 10%, making it easier to absorb, repel, or reflect attacks. Good if you're not so good at absorbing, but I have a pretty good handle on it, I think. More importantly, the time has come. In that sense, it's a lot like the mace. But then, yeah, it like doubles in length for the special. Nice. Still got a big swing in the air. Still got a big slam with the special. What are the powers on these like? 58 versus 58. Okay. But also, the pillar slab scales fabulously with strength. And we have quite a bit of strength for at this point in the game. So we're going to test it out on a boss first. These guys say, I am a pretty rock. We're running out of paint. Whose turn is it on the mortal and pestle? Whee! This one says, Moms, Moms! Bad Carvin is breaking siblings and ruining Lithic. Now we have the Whispering Mothers. This thing does quite a bit of damage. One thing I like about the bosses with multiple phases in this game is that the second phase is usually pretty easy. Or it has a particular gimmick to it. Okay, so we got the ability to pull. So this is anything that you can pull is signified with yellow in this game, and it pulls objects to you. Let's read about those mothers, though. Let's see. Flowers are bonded to the child, feeding life to its corpse. Yet 2 of them came to desire a different purpose, seeking meaning as all beings eventually do. With help from the denizens of the pillar, they arrived under the broken sky and discovered the pitiful stoneborn trapped in the mountains as they were being mined for material by the Carven and their servants. And what about these guys? The Madrock, unable to overcome the old pain, they succumb to hunger. And the Ravenous Rock, they wonder from within their ravenous haze if consuming the bodies of others mends the shape of their own. Excuse me. Alright. So this is arguably the most morally wrong thing that we do in this game. We do it a little early. So yeah, I can just pull these platforms to me wherever I please, or at least along this axis. Look at that, free 1500 mass. finally be able to use our upgrade material soon. Let's stop at this surrogate. What I really need now is stamina. Oh, it's Jan. Hard but smooth one, you did it. You freed Lithic and the children of the broken sky from the mother's cruel tyranny. But now we are free again at last, to seek out ascension into glorious proportionality. Oh, and look what I found. A huge follower, strong enough to work the lift to the world pillar. Told you I would be of help, hee hee. You go on ahead, I'll come with the next lift. I need to bring my offerings to the palace. I can't wait. This guy says spin, turn, he. Looks like Jan painted his face. Or its face, rather. Their face. This is the world pillar. Oh, hey, Hyad. Oh, well, hello again, Carvin. By the sounds of the working lift coming from outside, I assume you found your way here via brute force. Poor flowers. So much wasted effort. Anyway, Shidra of the World Pillar themselves is willing to deal with you. Of all the breath's creation, they are the greatest. Go on now. Shidra is waiting. We can trade later. Let's get the surrogate. And here's Shidra. They say, there it is. I was hoping your kind could not form out of a shattered and scattered womb. Yet here you are, wearing it. No matter. As you are already here, we may as well make a deal. I am Shidra of the World Pillar, Breathsmither, Mediator and Creator. I am Order and its Defender. And you, Aklan, in your incomplete, weakened form, may not recall what your goal is here. I will help, but first, you will help me. An ancient ravenous beast roams the feaster's lair. It is beyond my reach, but not yours. Destroy it, deliver me its yoke. In the meanwhile, as a show of goodwill, I offer you my crafting services at a cost no greater than the materials required for the process. You are welcome, Aklan. This is going to show us our next objective. It's back down there. Let's talk to him again. Let's do some upgrading. Let's listen first. Any offerings I have deemed unnecessary may be traded for with my assistant and Hyad, which I believe you have already met. You will find them to my left, and to my right, going down, you will find Nerve Root. Travel to the bottom of it, and then under Lithic, you will reach the Feaster's lair eventually. Alright, I need more mass to upgrade. Did I? Nope, I got some. Alright, so we can upgrade this to +2. Pretty significantly increasing the damage on it. And I think increasing the scaling as well. Although I don't think there's like a good way to see that. I have a hard time reading the stats screen. Yeah, it says, incredible. Beings from all over the world come here bearing Shidra gifts. Only rarely do they offer their help in return. I am responsible for the pile of gifts deemed less of use for Shidra of the World Pillar. I am permitted to use them in trade, and as an honorary guest here, you are worthy of participating in the exchange. Let's trade. What do you got? Just consumables, nothing particularly useful. Not that consumables aren't useful. Here's a Jan hanging with some stoneheads. They say body feels wrong again. Stuck, waiting to be picked out. Jan said, don't let that lengthy swindler in there fool you. We are here to get you back to the palace and me on the path. Win-win. But they are definitely going to try to distract you with some sort of stupid fetch quest. That's how it always is with them. But I need this eye goop from the ugliest face in the desert, or something dumb like that. Wow, you must have been stuck under the broken sky for a lot of quakes if your fellow Carven have forgotten all about you. It must have been ever since the mothers came and stopped all Carven from visiting. That is long ago. I came to Lithic shortly before the mothers, hoping to be picked up by the Carven on one of their visits. And then the mothers came and fought them off, ruining everything. Since then, everything's become absolutely awful. No beautiful Carven, only comforting the uglies all the time. Bah! An ugly should know it's ugly, so it can either do something about it or be made into something more useful. Oh, hee. This almost slipped my breath. I collected some useful material for you on the way here. Hee. Thanks. These guys say don't like this. They look at me unkindly. Talk to this assistant. They say, greetings, Aklan. I am of the Assistants. I may trade with you for common offerings. The supply may frequently refresh. To trade with me would be to your benefits. So this thing has more weapons, like the Bone Grinder, which is a spear, a strange spinning contraption made out of the carapace of multiple feasters. It's got some upgrade materials, but that's not what we're missing. He has an attuning lantern, which is a kind of weapon. Taps into the distortion, attuning the essence of prey to it. So how these work is that you so you hit enemies with it, and it puts like a stack of a status effect on it, and then you cash in all of the stacks on the enemy to do a ton of damage to it, is my understanding. I haven't played around with it yet. And then the nail scythe. Breath does not often linger in bones. This was created by someone with a deep understanding of the art. This guy says, where are moms? I want to draw myself. Whoops. Talk to this guy. Huh? Carven Envoy. I don't know which audacious deserter sculpted you under the broken sky, but that rubble will be made into bricks when we find it. As will you, should you step onto the servant's path ahead unwelcome. Stay here under the broken sky where you belong, counterfeit. We dare not disturb the peace of Shidra's pillar, but step onto the path and you can expect to spend your existence as a brick. The servant says, You! How dare you wear that form? You have not earned it. No service, no humility. These proportions require sacrifice. You pathetic creature. How disgusting your first form must have been that a deserter was forced to correct it. Leave us. The servant will entertain a despicable cheater no more. These guys have a problem with me. Go over this way, get the beacon for this area. Not that there's too much to it yet. We'll go over here. This assistant says, Greetings, Aklan. I am of the Assistants. To my right is the World Pillar Nerve Pass. The other nerve passes connected to this one have been blocked. To make use of it and gain passage, you must rid them of their turned sentries. Reconnecting the paths would be to your benefit. I actually forgot to get the first nerve pass in the Unformed Desert. So that's a fast travel point, but we can't use it yet because we don't have any of the other ones unlocked. You say. This assistant says, Greetings, Aklan. I am of the Assistants. To fulfill your task and hunt down the feaster, proceed to the left. Be aware. The lower elevator of the world pillar below refuses to be summoned. Getting it running again would be to your benefit. And let's make a little headway into nerve roots. And we'll call it once we get to the surrogate there. This is nerve root. You can pull things in midair. What's down here, though? So we have something like trailing behind me and sticking up through the ground periodically. That thing was a creep. We need to kill 7 of them. Okay, I'm gonna destroy that thing. It's hounding me. Hunt point, and now that guy is permanently gone. Will not be bothering me in this area anymore. So I should note that like the enemies that give you hunt points are not unique. Usually there's at least a few of them, each of them, somewhere in the world. I definitely missed a couple of them in Lithic. And there's a mini boss that we can now fight in the Unformed Desert. That was a piercer. So I can pull them out of the sky. That makes it easier to hit. But only when they turn yellow like that. But what's over here though? This weapon is pretty good so far. I think this game is tougher when you're playing with a slow weapon. This one has good stopping power. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, that's a shame. That's quite a setback. Quite a setback. Well, we'll call it there for this time. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.